Hi, today we're going to read the book Seriously, Cinderella is So Annoying. The story of Cinderella as told by the Wicked Stepmother, written by Trisha Shaskan, illustrated by Gerald Guerlais. You must have heard of me, the Wicked Stepmother. That's not true. It's just another one of Cinderella's wild stories. Not as wild as the one about the pumpkin or the one about the fairy godmother. The real story, the true story, began with some chatter and some dust. All I ever wanted was a husband and a mansion. Before I married Cindy's father, my two darlings and I had met Cinderella only a few times. The girl had seemed normal then. After I married Cindy's father, my darlings and I moved in. When I had just one foot on the front step, my dear husband kissed me goodbye and said, "I'm off on business." "He's often away," Cindy said, "but the animals stay put. They talk, they joke, they sing, they even help out, especially the bluebirds." Now, I don't mind a good story, but I do prefer facts to fiction. Soon, the girl was talking all kinds of nonsense. "Once upon a time," Cindy said, "one of the bluebirds became blue. Not the color, the feeling. His friend had flown south. My darlings and I were stuck near the front door. I just wanted to put away my bags. That's when I saw it. Dust. 'Dear, is the whole house this dusty?' I asked. 'I don't know,' Cindy said. 'I'll give you a tour.' In the dining room, Cindy told stories. In the study, Cindy told stories. Non-stop. "Girls," I said, "time to get to work. This place needs good cleaning." "Once upon a time when I was cleaning," Cindy started. Oh, dear. Cindy mopped the floor. She finished so fast. My darlings had barely started. "Did you know robins and sparrows are my friends?" she said. "The sparrows don't like the robins, though. Silly creatures. Once upon a time, one of the robins—" "Cindy, dear," I said, "why don't you go and wash the clothes now, Cindy watched them so fast. How on earth did she do it? I had to find another chore for her just to keep her busy. "There's one thing squirrels love, it's washing clothes," Cindy said. "The rats, though, would rather iron. One day squirrels and rats doing laundry, stop telling such foolish stories." Finally, I said. Time passed, but nothing changed. In the garden, Cindy told stories. In the kitchen, Cindy told stories. At dinner, I couldn't hear myself think. "Dear, please," I said, "stop talking." Cindy didn't stop. One day, a letter arrived. It was an invitation to the king's ball. The prince would surely fall in love with one of my darlings. Then they would marry, live in a beautiful castle, and one day be king and queen of all the land. "Oh, stepmother, I want to go too," said Cindy. "Once upon a time, a girl and a prince." Then just like that, Cindy lost her voice. Imagine! It had to be from all that storytelling. Well, what could I do? I told Cindy she had to stay at home for her health. She cried, of course. Still, a ball was no place for a poorly girl. She needed rest. Sometimes it's so hard being a stepmother. At the ball, my darlings twirled. They whirled. Then a strange girl waltzed in. Her gown was magnificent. I couldn't take my eyes off it. I wondered how much it had cost and if my seamstress could copy it for me. The prince and the girl danced and pranced. My poor darlings were left princeless. A few days later, the prince made an announcement. A glass slipper had been left at the castle. The prince would marry the girl whose foot it fitted. Our big chance! After visiting every other mansion in the city, the prince's footman arrived at our door. Me, me, said one of my darlings. No, me, said the other. One at a time, said the footman. Each girl tried, but the shoe didn't fit. Then Cindy croaked out a whisper, Please, let me try. The shoe fitted. Cindy pulled out the other glass shoe from her apron pocket. What? My darlings cried. Cindy croaked again. She said something about a pumpkin coach and mice that turned into horses. She even added a fairy godmother. Please, there's no such thing. I must say, though, I still don't know where she got those shoes. A few days later, the prince married Cindy. Poor man. He had no idea what he was getting himself. We, on the other hand, lived happily ever after.